Hi, today we're going to have fun with dowsing rods. So I don't know if anyone else out there has practiced with dowsing rods, but I've been using dowsing rods for about 10 years. And sometimes when I can't get answers about anything else, the dowsing rod is a really good tool to get my logical thinking brain out of the way, my ego out of the way. So I'm going to bring this pair in closer. This is my longer pair. They both have this little plastic tube on the end and then this metal rod, and you hold them on the tube so that it can swirl, making sure that your fingers aren't touching the crystal at the end or touching the rod at the top. The first time I used dowsing rods was in Lori Wilson's Access Intuition course. And we were using the dowsing rods to track past lives, and we each had a map. And I just stood up from my map at one point and played. The dowsing rods were going crazy and spinning similar to how they are today. And I had this great big grin on my face like a Cheshire cat. And Lori even looked around because she felt the energy shifting. And she made a comment about how much fun I was having playing with the dowsing rods. So yes, I am enjoying spinning. When I connect to universal energy and the universal energy flows through me, the dowsing rods spin. And because I'm so petite, sometimes the dowsing rods hit each other, so they're a teeny bit awkward for me. And I'm trying to keep my elbows in close to my body so that you can tell that I'm just going to use one so they don't click. So I'm keeping my elbow into the body so that you can tell that my hand's not making it move. That yes, there's a slight wobble to my hand, but it's universal energy that's allowing the dowsing rods to move, or in this case, the dowsing rod. So, dowsing rods originated to track down water. They would be used to find water. So the dowsing rod would stay still, and I'm stopping it, when there's no water around. And then the dowsing rods would point in the direction. So there is a container of water to my left in the outer room. There's a glass container of water, drinking water for clients and other people. And so the dowsing rods are pointing to the container of water in the outer room. And most of the time when I use the dowsing rods, I sort of just ask, show me a yes, which is the dowsing rod spinning and going crazy and clacking into each other. And then show me a no when they stop. So it is in my best interest to show the dowsing rods in this video. It is in my best interest to have the dowsing rods swirl around and clang into each other. It is in my best interest to make this video. So I am making this video and I am smiling and the dowsing rods are spinning. So when I first started using muscle testing and dowsing rods, I was asking questions like, is it in my best interest to eat an apple? Is it in my best interest to eat an orange? Is it in my best interest to have some watermelon? And so I would actually go through various things to see what was in my best interest. And you have to, when using them, you have to make sure you ask yes/no questions. So, is there water to my left in the outer room? So both dowsing rods are pointing to my left, to the water there. It is in my best interest to make this video, and we get a yes. It is in my best interest to hide and pretend that I don't exist, or pretend I'm stuck, and they both stop, so that's an instant no. So now I'm going to put down the big dowsing rods, and pick up the little dowsing rods that I use a lot more. Since I'm petite, I find the small dowsing rods so much easier to use. And again, both dowsing rods have this little copper tube on the end with the copper bar going through them. And they sort of have a loop on the end, and I think that's just so they don't slip out. When I was first playing with dowsing rods, I learned that you can use a plastic straw and a coat hanger to make your own dowsing rods. And I tried that and didn't find it as successful just because there were too many kinks in the coat hanger, and then the straw kept breaking with practice. So here we go. Both dowsing rods, both of these tiny little copper dowsing rods are spinning away. And again, my elbows are tucked into my sides. And so yes, again, there's a slight wobble in my hand as I'm trying to keep my hands stationary, but yet they move. They have a slight movement. So again, I'm tapping into universal energy with a smile on my face and a smile in my heart, and the dowsing rods are going crazy. So we'll ask these copper dowsing rods, is there water in the room to my left? And they're both stopping and pointing to the left. And then it is in my best interest to make this video in which I'm smiling and giggling and having a good time. It is my best interest to play and to laugh and to have fun. It is in my best interest to be serious and sober, and no, it is in my best interest to be serious and grumpy, and they both stop. So it is in my best interest to laugh and smile and love my life and enjoy my life. And now I can actually say I love my life and I'm happy with my life because I'm making videos about dowsing rods and things that make me smile. It is in my best interest to crawl into my home and never leave my home again. So I really think you're getting the idea. So if it's in your best interest, grab a pair of dowsing rods, grab a pair of coat hangers and make your own. Have fun. To me, this video, the point of this video, is it is in everyone's best interest to have fun and play. Even as adults, we need to play and enjoy life and have fun. So, see what you can find to do, whether it's with a pair of dowsing rods or one of the other activities we're showing in this sequence of videos. Have fun.